10. It's just a one-person tent.
No, surely, no, you brought a two-person tent.
Well,
surely you're mistaken.
No, Jerry, I told you you needed to bring your own tent.
No, Randy, we discussed this at the bottom when I said, Randy, you need to bring a two-person tent.
And I said, no, Jerry. I gave you the packing list of everything you needed to bring, and there was a one-person tent on it for you.
Yeah, Randy.
Okay, what I heard from you was, okay, Jerry, I brought a two-person tent. Did I mishear you?
I think you misheard me, because I brought a one-person tent for me.
Well, surely we could fit inside, both of us, right?
No.
What do you mean, no?
No, this is a one-person tent for me. I've got this weird thing about sleeping around other people where I just start, like, going crazy.
Well,
my body starts flailing.
Well, I told you to bring a two-person tent because I didn't bring my own.
What do you mean you don't have anything? What did you bring?
I brought only the essentials.
You brought
Only the essentials.
like a tent, right?
No, you brought the tent.
Well, what did you bring?
I brought a life raft. Look at the board.
Why?
In case we wanted to go swimming at the famous Oogalala Lake.
There is no Oogalala Lake.
Surely you're mistaken. Surely there's an Oogalala Lake.
Oh my God! What do we need that for? What else did you bring?
Okay.
What else did you bring?
Well, I brought a bowling pin.
So you think bringing one bowling pin is going to help with that?
One at a time, Randy.
Well, Jerry, I guess that makes sense. But did you bring anything useful? What else did you bring?
I brought some hoover.
Yes, sir.
Oh, weird. I wonder where the rest of it went. What? Why? We're going to have a rave up here?
I thought we might.
Did you bring anything to power it?
I brought another black light bulb.
Two black light bulbs?
2 black light bulbs, 75 watts.
It's already going to be dark out. Why do we need a black light?
To make it spooky.
Oh, I guess that's good.
Another black light bulb.
Third black light
That's not a monster. Take the mask off.
Riley.
Oh, that's right, buddy. Miley Cyrus.
It's a Roddy in the blue accent.
lady knocked on the door once. She knocked on the door 3 times, but it wasn't loud enough, so she knocked again. And then an old man came and answered the door. And the old man was Carter. Yeah. Hi, sir. I was driving my car.
What?
And I was driving my car, and I ran out of gas.
Okay.
And could I potentially? Your wife, she said I could potentially borrow some gas. Is that a possibility?
I suppose I could go and look for something.
Thank you. Let me help you up there. So the young man helped the old man up.
It's right here. Yes. Oh.
Would you like me to take that for you?
I very well have it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's very strong. He's
Yeah.
like
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I will bring this back for you.
I expect that.
Okay, yeah, I will. The old man then closed the door, and the young man followed the old woman back through the house, through the kitchen, through the second living room, through the first living room, where the old lady went on another tangent.
Ew, the smell of gas in my house. It's seeping into all of my cushions and my blankets. Oh, I even sent that one for my grandbaby. Oh, have you met my grandbaby? My grandbaby is beautiful. She looks just like my daughter. Oh, have you met my daughter?
I don't believe so,
Oh,
ma'am.
my husband didn't work out. She's like, oh, I love her.
No, I have to get to my convention, please. Okay, yes, I will. So the young man followed the old woman back through the kitchen, out the front door, where the old woman closed the front door. And then the young man walked back through the gate, onto the road, where he kept walking, where he got to the sign. And the sign said,
Beware of the gorilla.
hey, yeah, I haven't seen King Gorilla, but I guess I wouldn't regret King Gorilla. So the man kept walking, until he got back to his car. And he filled his car back up with gas. Look. And the car was now full of gas. So he goes to unlock the door, and forgot his keys. He locked his keys in.
Oh, no.
So the door wouldn't open. So the man had to call AAA.
Oh.
Hello, AAA? Yeah, I locked my keys in my car. Yeah, on the road. Mile marker 55. Okay, yeah. So the AAA agent came as fast as they could, and the AAA agent was Paris!
Oh man.
Yeah.
You know, everybody nowadays is locking their keys in their car. You got Geico. Geico can say on car insurance, say that.
I don't know how that helps me get my keys.
I don't know how that helps you, but tell me a joke.
What's a DJ's favorite sauce?
What?
Nair. So the AAA agent helped him open his car. And the man was now able to get back to her. He said, thank you, AAA agent. Thank you, friend lady.
Anytime, sir.
And he got into his car and closed the door. But then he thought, oh, I need to return the old man's gas can. So he opens the door to his car back up. And he closes it again. And he starts walking with the gas can. And he makes it back to the sign, and the sign said,
Well, big girl.
Okay, noted. And so he keeps going and going and going until he gets back to the house, opens the gate free, and goes up to the door and knocks once, but it wasn't loud enough, so he knocks again. And the old lady comes to the door.
Hello, young man.
Hi, I came to return the gas can that I borrowed.
Oh, lovely. Do you also come for dates?
No, I didn't know that. So the young man followed the old woman through the kitchen, through the first living room, through the second living room, into the third living room, where she went on another tangent.
My daughter's so lonely. She should be calling me, and she was on the phone for a while now, just talking about how lonely she is and just how she wants a fine young man with brown hair and brown eyes and wears a pink and gold jersey. Yes, she's very lonely like that. She's very suspicious. Yes.
I'm kind of a little bit of a hurry, so okay, thank you so much. So he followed the women back through the end of the building and out the door, up to the shed, where he knocked once, but it wasn't loud enough, so he knocked again, and the old man came and answered the door. Oh, hi sir. I came to return your gas can like you asked. I came to return your gas can just like you asked.
Expect that.
I did. See, it's right here in my hand. Oh, sir. Can I carry it for you? Okay, I trust you, sir. Are you sure you don't really need help? The old man does not need help. What's your name? My name is Colin. Thank you very much, sir, for letting me borrow your gas can. My name is... Sorry, sir. I'm a little bit worried. I'm sorry. I apologize for my hurry. What is your name? My name is Gregory. Thank you, Gregory. I'm very appreciative of your generosity in letting me use gas can. If you don't mind, I'm going to have it back.
I expect much.
So the young man turned around as the old man shut the door, and he followed the old lady back through the house. They went through the back door, came through the fourth living room, the third living room, the second living room, and into the first living room, where she went on another tangent.
With me opening my doors this many times, it's so cold in my house, sir. It's so cold. I don't have enough blankets. You know how to sew blankets? I know how to sew so many blankets. Would you like to learn? So over here I have my quilting needles.
Excuse
So
me,
you
ma'am, I
take the
don't...
string and then you wrap it around and then you loop it, and then you wrap it around and you loop it again, and then you wrap it around and you loop it, and then this part it gets real crazy.
Okay.
You want to write it? You take this loop and you put it on the knitting needle.
Okay,
It's crazy.
that's so cool, but I'm afraid I have to get going. So the young man followed the old woman back through the kitchen, back through the dining room, and out of the front door, where she closed the door behind the young man. And the young man opened the gate, free, and he walked back down the path, and he kept walking to his car, kept walking, until he got to a sign, and the sign said,
Well, big girl.
okay, I don't know what the pink girl is, but I will keep you wearing it. So he kept walking, all the way back to his car, where he tried the door, and he locked his keys in his car. So the young man pulled out his phone, he dialed up AAA again. Excuse me, AAA, would it be possible if you could come help me get my keys out of my car? And yeah, same place, mile 55, yeah. Oh, as soon as you can? Yeah, thank you very much. So he hung up and waited patiently for the AAA agent to come, and there she arrived.
Howdy.
Howdy. I locked my keys in my car again.
You are not slaying the day today, are you?
If you don't mind, I would love your help. So the young man stepped into his car and he turned it on. And then he thought, what about that pink gorilla? I should probably figure out what that pink gorilla is all about. So he turned his car back on. He remembered his key this time. He stuck it into his pocket. And he came across a sign that said, "Beware of pink gorilla." Okay, I'm going to find out what this pink gorilla is all about. I will beware, but I'll figure it out. He kept walking. He kept walking. He rounded the corner. And he went to the gate. He walked through the gate. And came to the old woman's store. He then knocked once, but it wasn't loud. So he knocked again, and the old lady came in. Hello. I saw the sign that said, "Beware the pink gorilla." And so I want to figure out what that was all about. Would you mind letting me know? Do you know about the pink gorilla? Okay, yeah, could you take me to him? Okay, so the young man followed the old woman through the dining room, through the kitchen, through the first living room, through the second living room, through the third living room, through the fourth living room, and through the fifth living room where the old lady then went on another tangent. No, pink gorilla. Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I need to really figure out this pink gorilla is all about. So the young man followed the old woman through the last living room, in and opened the back door, and they walked all the way out to the shed, where they knocked once, and then it wasn't loud, so they knocked again, and the old man came in and opened the door. Hi, sir. So I walked past the sign a few times. Hello, sir. Again, it's me. I walked past who? Carl. I saw this sign that said, "Beware the pink gorilla," and I was wondering if you knew what that was about. Would you happen to know? I want to know. Like, could I see it?
Quite the journey.
Okay. Yeah, and then, could you take me?
Suppose you're gonna need to help me though.
Yeah, I can help you with some of it, yeah. Yeah. What do you need?
How we go?
Okay, I'll follow you. So the man and the old man walked out the back of the old man's shed, and they climbed down some stairs and started walking along the path. Yeah, the young man closed the door behind him. And as they were walking, they came upon a lake.
A lake.
Yeah, I see that, a lake. How do we get across the lake?
Oh, we can use a boat.
Okay. Is there a boat nearby?
Oh, right there.
Oh, yes, I see the boat. And the boat was Nathan. So the old man climbed in the boat, and the boat went across the lake. The old man climbed out of the boat, and the boat came back across the lake. The young man climbed onto the boat, and went across the lake, and the young man climbed out of the boat, and they left the boat there. Is there more? Should we follow more of the trail?
You want to see the pink gorilla?
Yes, very much so.
Let's go.
So the young man and the old man kept walking along the trail, and they kept walking, and they kept walking, until they made it to a cave.
A cave.
Ah, yes, I see. Okay, that's very neat. Is there anything special about this cave?
Well, there's a laser booby trap. So, we're gonna need to get these goggles. Can you reach them for me?
Yes, the young man reached up and he grabbed a pair of goggles off the shelf and handed them to the old man.
There we go.
Do
You might need one for yourself.
Okay, that sounds good. So the young man reached up, grabbed some goggles for himself, and put them on his face.
Those ones are broken.
Oh,
Put those
these.
away.
Okay, the young man took the broken goggles off his face, put them back on the shelf, and grabbed a third pair of goggles off the shelf and put them on his face.
Those will do.
Those will do. Okay, good. So, are we taking turns going through this? Should I watch you?
Follow exactly my footsteps so you will perish a death many have not experienced before.
The young man did not want to perish a death many had not expected before. So, the old man dodged left. The old man dodged right. And the old man did a somersault, just for good measure. The young man, after having watched the old man, followed exactly in his footsteps, so he would not perish a death that many had not expected. He took a step into the cave and dodged left, and then he dodged right, and then he did a somersault for good measure. And the old man took off his goggles and placed them on a shelf.
And you put those on top of me.
Yes, sir. And he put the goggles on the top shelf. He then took off his own goggles and put them next to the old man's goggles. Is there any more? Do we keep going?
Okay. I hope there's no distress.
Okay. So the old man continued following along in the footsteps of the trail. The young man followed closely behind him, and they made it all the way to the final destination. But before they got there, something happened. Oh my goodness! What is that? And the distraction was cute.
Dancing banana.
It's dancing some peanut butter and jelly time. That's pretty cool. I do really good distraction. But let's keep going. grabbed his own pair of goggles and put them on his face. The old man then dodged right. And dodged left. And then did a somersault. Good measure. The young man thought, of course, I don't want to die a violent death. This is worse than the gorilla. So he dodged left. And he dodged right. And he did a somersault. Good measure. At the end of the cave, the old man and the young man put the goggles away on the top shelf. The young man put his own goggles away. And surely they thought, the gorilla,
stop! Now!
The gorilla thought, the gorilla can't go through the lasers.
There's no way the gorilla can make it through.
However, the gorilla did. The gorilla dodged right. The gorilla dodged left. The gorilla did a somersault for good measure.
Oh, sweet mother of mercy.
Run, said the young man, and they kept running. Both got on the boat, and the boat went across the lake. Surely the gorilla cannot make it across the lake underneath the boat here.
Gorilla's not fast enough to make it across.
But the gorilla winded up and took 3 giant steps. 2, 3, and jumped across the lake. The young man and the old man kept running until they got to the old man's shed. The young man opened the back door and followed the old man inside.
Close the door!
The young man closed the door.
You keep going. You're the one that puts them.
So the young man kept running out of the old man's shed, closing the door behind him, and over to the back door of the old woman's house, and he knocked once, but it wasn't us, so he knocked again. And the old woman answered, I woke the pink gorilla, we need to go! So the young man followed the old woman through the 6th living room, through the 5th living room, through the 4th living room, through the 3rd living room, through the 2nd living room, through the 1st living room, back through the kitchen, back through the dining room, and through the front door. I'm so sorry that I did this. Fare thee well, he said. So the young man closed the front door, and then he opened the gate, walked through the gate, and started running. But the gorilla had somehow gone through the house as well.
Ain't no way, gorilla.
that it?
No. Well, I need to go make a call.
Bandit! I'm the sheriff around these parts, and I hear you've really been causing some trouble.
You're the only trouble here.
Yeah? What are you gonna do about it?
Make me do something.
You better get on out of here.
Get on out of where?
Out of this town!
No.
Look what you've done, causing all kinds of mess.
Yeah.
You're the only mess around here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with that? This?
I don't care.
Hey, bandit!
Yes?
No more monkey business.
No one eats my manners but me.
Let's settle this like men. 3-step draw.
A duel?
A duel! All right, back to back, 3-step draw.
Deal. Alright, but when I win,
Uh-huh.
you and your pretty little lady gotta get out of this town.
Oh, and if I win, you better get out of here, and we ain't ever gonna see you around these parts. How about that?
I like that.
All right. 3 steps, ready, I'll count them. No funny business. Count them with me.
Around here.
Go! Hey, man, what's that?
What?
This!
one representative from each team tell me why they chose this object in their thing. Go ahead, why don't you just pick her?
It's literally a jar of pickles.
Why did you choose Toy Story 2?
Listen.
It's Toy Story?
It's Toy Story.
And why did you choose Hoover vacuum cleaner? Because it goes vroom, vroom.
Because it goes.
Alright, let's see the answer. Let's have our next finish. Number 2.
My junior year of college, I took the year off and I moved to Australia. So I was in Australia for a couple months, and since I was in Australia, I decided while I'm over here, I should just go move to the Philippines for a little bit. So I did that. So I went to the Philippines, and I made some friends there, and I love backpacking. I love being in the outdoors, not the indoors. And so I went, oh my goodness, I went backpacking. And we were going up this mountain, as shown by Q, please. Will you come be a mountain?
Thank you.
That's okay, thank you though. And so I went climbing this mountain, climbing over it. And I got to the other side, and I carried on my way. And I was going around, and it was really cool. It was a really cool place to be. If you ever get the chance to go to the Philippines, you should absolutely go. It's really beautiful. So I'm up on this mountain range, going around, and I see this monastery, as shown by Paris.
What's the monastery again?
It's where monks live. A monastery. So I said, I'm going to go into this monastery. So I went into the monastery, and I was watching the monks do their things, and it was really wonderful and really lovely. And I said, hey, this is pretty neat. Can I stay for a few days and see how these things go? And they were like, sure, okay, but you have to live like a monk for a few days. I was like, okay, live like a monk. I can be like a monk. So that was cool, and so I went along, and I did the whole meditating thing. I did the whole like, and like all that stuff. It was really cool. It was a really cool time. And that night, they were like, here's the room you can stay in. And I like opened the door, and I like go in, and it's just like a room with like a mat. I don't know. So I was like, sure, okay. So I go, and I'm laying down, and I'm just about to fall asleep, and I hear this noise, and I'm like, what is said. I was like, whatever, it goes away. So I lay down, I'm about to go to sleep, and then I hear it again. And it's like the strangest noise I've ever heard in my life. And I was like,
Demonstration.
so weird. And so I lay back down, and I'm about to go to sleep, and it just keeps happening, like once a minute. And it's just this super weird noise. I just couldn't do it. So I open the door again, whoop, and I go out and I go to the main room, and there's some guys doing the own thing. So I'm like, hey guys, you guys have been really gracious, really hospitable. What is that noise? I gotta know what that noise is. And they're like, what noise? And I wait, and I'm like, and then it happened again. And they're like, oh, that noise. And I'm like, yeah, that noise. And they're like, oh, well, we can't tell you. And I was like, well, why not? And they're like, well, it's kind of complicated, but basically we can't tell you because you're not a monk. And I'm like, but I thought I was being like a monk, so why can't I learn the monk things? And they're like, well, you're being like a monk, but you're not a monk, so we can't tell you because you're not a monk. And I was like, whatever. So I open my door, I go lay down again, I'm like, whatever, I'm just going to do it. I don't care. I'm going to bed. It's been a long day. I hiked a whole mountain, met a bunch of cool monks, meditated, whatever. So I go back to bed, and it keeps happening. And I just can't stop thinking about it. So I'm like, you know what? It's time. We got to do something about this. So I open the door, and I go back, and I'm like, all right, so what do I got to do to be a monk? Because I got to know what this noise is. And they're like, oh, well, you gotta shave your head, you gotta do the meditating, you gotta hike 7 mountains in 7 hours, and all this stuff. And I'm like, look, man, I'm on a break from college. You think I can do all that? And he goes, probably not. And I'm like, I guess not. So I go back to the room, and I open the door, and I close the door, and I leave. And I'm laying there, and I'm pondering, and as I'm pondering, the noise happens again, and I just all right, I'm gonna be a monk. I'm gonna be a monk. So I wake up the next morning. I open the door. I walk through. I close the door. And I walk in and I say, all right, let's do this. So I left the monastery. Thank you, monastery. And I go and I climb 7 mountains. I need 7 mountains, please.
I'll be back.
We had almost 7 mountains. Yeah. And so I climbed one, and then I climbed another, and then I climbed the next one, and then the next hour, I climbed that one, and then I climbed this one, and then I climbed that one, and I climbed the next one, and I look at my watch, guys, you'll never believe this, 6 hours, 58 minutes. Come on.
Wow.
7. Thank you. And I'm like, cool. Step 1, check. And so then I'm like, okay, I can meditate. He's like, no, you gotta meditate for 3 days straight, no food, no water. And I'm like, bro, I'm hungry. I just hiked 7 mountains. He's like, you wanna be a monk? I'm like, yeah, I wanna be a monk. So I go, I sit, and I'm like, oh. Y'all, I sat there for 3 days. I didn't move. I didn't move once. I just absorbed the natural world. So, it was really great. It was really great. So it was so good. So I did that, and then came the hardest one. They were like, you gotta shave your head, man. You can't be a monk unless you shave your head. So I was like, game on. Gone. Cool. As you can see, I'm not a monkey. Anyways, and so I was like, alright. And at this point, I know it seems like that was really quickly, but there was a lot of training involved. So it's been a year at this point. And in the back of my mind, that noise is just replaying. And I'm like, I gotta know. I gotta be a monk. I gotta know. So, I'm like, okay, I've completed all of my tasks. So the monastery's over there. Thank you, monastery. And I go, and I'm like, I'm a monk. So I open the door, and I go in.
That's wrong way.
Well, I had to go in the front door, and then I went to the other door. And I was like, all right, I'm a monk. Tell me what that noise is. And they're like, it is true that you are a monk, but we still can't tell you. And I'm like, bruh, I just gave you a whole year of my life. What you talking about? And they're like, we can't tell you, but you can find out now. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna find out. Thank you, Monster. So the head monk he's like, all right, see that hallway? the end of the hallway, there's a shelf. And in the shelf, there's a key. Go into that room, there'll be a door. Go through the door, you'll find out the noises. I'm like, yeah, game on. So I go down the hall. I open the thing. I grab the first key, and I run back down the hall. And I go into the room, and I'm in the room, and I'm like, well, there's no noise here. What's going on? But in that room, at the back corner of the room, there's a small door. Can you give me a small door? And I'm like, okay, weird. I got this key, okay. So I walk up, and I'm like, and I open the small door, and I go through the small door, and I get to another room. And I look around the room, and I'm like, surely the noise is in here somewhere. But there's nothing in here. You remember how I said my first room had like a mat in it? It was like that, but no mat. Matt like went to build a fire or something. I don't know. So I'm in the room, and I look in the back of the room, and there's like a small medium door, Jacob. Like a small medium door. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe the noise is on the other side. So I go, and the door's locked. So I go back through the room, through the small door, through the room, down the hall, grab the key, go back down the hall, through the room, through the small door. And I sent it up to the small medium door, and I said, click, and the door opened. So I went to the small medium door, and I get there, and I look around. Another room. This one's a little bit different though. There's another window in it with a really nice view of the mountains. It's really sweet. But there's no noise coming in here. So I look in the back of the room, and there's like a small, large door. Yeah, there's like a small, medium door, like a small, large door, maybe a little larger. Maybe a little larger. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, maybe set it aside. So I go to open it, and it's locked. So I go back to the small, medium door, through the small door, through the room, back down the hall, grab the next key on the rack, back down the hall, through the room, through the small door, through the small, medium door, through the small, large door, and I get through, and suddenly all the rooms behind me like condensed a little bit. It's like weird. So they like condensed like that, and I'm in this room, and I'm looking around, and there's like this giant pile of toilet paper in there or something. So I'm like, surely that's what the noise is coming from. So I like dig around, and I'm like, wow, this is kind of gross. Seems like it's been on kids or something. But no noise. But I notice behind it that there's like a medium small door. Now let me be medium small door. And I'm like, okay, surely it's on the other side of the medium small door. So I go to open the door, and it was locked. So I go back through the small large door, small medium door, the small door, through the room, back down the hall, grab the next key, went back down the hall, through the room, through the small door, the small medium door, the small large door, through the medium small door, and I walk through, and there's another room, and sure enough, what would you see on the other side? But like a normal door, like a medium door. And I'm like looking around, I'm like, okay, I think I see what's going on. I open it, I try to, so I go back through the medium small door, through the small medium door, the small door, through the room, back down the hall, grab the next key, back down the hall, through the room, through the small door, through the small medium, through the small large door, the medium small door, and I get up to the medium door, like a normal door. I take the key, I go, click, and I go, wow, sweet, and I go into the next room. Wouldn't you know it? There's like a normal door, but it's like a little bit bigger. It's like a medium-large door. So I'm standing there, and there's this medium-large door, medium-large door, medium-large door, medium-large door. There it is. And I go to open it, and it makes a really quiet sound at me, but it's not budging. And I say, you know what? I think I saw another key in there. So I turn around and I go through the medium door, the medium small door, the small large door, the small medium door, the small door. Through the room, back down the hall, grab the key, back down the hall, through the room, through the small door, the small medium door, the small large door, the medium small door, the medium door. And I get to the medium large door, and I take this key, and I put it in the key lock, and I twist it, and it goes very quietly. And I go through, and it's this big room. And I'm like, okay, this is promising. But at the other end, there's like a large small door. Like a large small door. It's like a large small door. And I'm like, okay. So I go through the handle, and it's locked. And I'm like, come on now. medium, small, large, small, medium, small, small, through the room, back down the hall, back down the hall, back down the hall, grab the key, back down the hall, through the room, to the small, small door, small, medium, small, large, medium, small, medium, large door, and I get to the large, small door, and I have that key. I put it in the key lock and I say, thank you, door, as it opens. And I get to the other room, and there's like a large, medium door. Okay, large, medium door. I know you have secrets on the other side of you. So I go, yeah. Oh. So I go, yeah. So I said, you know what? I think I saw another key on the restroom. So I go. Large, small, medium, large, medium, small, small, large, small, medium, small, small. Back down the hall. Grab the next key. Back down the hall. Get the key up in the air like this. Through the room, through small, 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 medium, small, large, right? Medium, small, medium, medium, large. The large, small, the large, medium. And I open it. And it opens. And even that was excited that it's finally open. So I go to the side. And there is a large door. Like the largest door you've ever seen. And I'm like, yes, I am a monk. That is a large door. The noise is getting louder as I've gone through all these rooms. Surely the noise is on the other side of the door. So I go to open the door. And it makes a really strange noise. And it's locked. So, I go through. The large, medium, the large, small, medium, large, medium, the medium, small, small, large, small, medium, small, small. Through the room, back down the hall. And I grab a large key, run back down the hall, through the room, small, medium, small, large, medium, small, medium, large, large, medium door. And I take the large key, and I put it in the large lock, and I twist it large like, and the large door opens. Slays its way open, and off to the side, and I walk through the large door, and there's a garden. And it's like the most perfectly manicured garden I've ever seen in my life. It's absolutely exquisite. And right in the middle, there's this big bubbling fountain. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Yes, thank you, big bubbling fountain. And it's wonderful. And the plants and everything is really lovely. And I get to the other side of the garden. And there's like this big wrought iron gate. Do you guys know what a wrought iron gate is? We got a lot of them in the South. So we got this big wrought iron gate. And I go, and the noise is like almost deafening at this point. I'm like, incredible. So I go to push open. And I'm like, you know what? I thought I saw another key on the floor. So I go through the main yard, past the bubbling fountain, back to the garden. Large, small, medium, large, medium, small. The small, large, small, medium, small. Through the room, back down the hall, and I grab this giant wrought iron key, and I go back down the hall. Through the room. Small, medium, small, large, medium, and I go through the garden, past the bubbling fountain, and I take my wrought iron gate key, and I put it in the padlock, and I open it, and it goes, oh yeah! That's pretty neat. So I walk through the wrought iron gate, and it's like kind of this mystical, spacey, like there's stars, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is where the noise is coming from. And towards the back, I see like a portal. Like a portal. And I'm like, making my little monk way through the space-time continuum. Oh my God. To the portal. And the noise is coming from the portal. So I go to jump to the portal. It doesn't work. And And there's like a little sign right here that reads, please go get last key. So I go back to the weird monk space-time continuum. I go through the wrought iron gate, back through the garden, past the bubbling fountain, through the manicured lawns, the large, small, medium, large, medium, small, small, through the room, back down the hall, and then look at the cabinet, and there's one key left hanging in the cabinet. This is 4 key. And I'm like, well, that's good. Probably should have seen that earlier. So I grab it and I go back down the hall. I go through the room. Through the garden. Whoa. Through the garden, through the beautiful lawns, past the bubbling fountain, through the garden, through the wrought iron gate.
Oh, yeah.
Back through the monk space-time continuum. Thank you, space-time continuum. The stars are red. And I pull out the last key. I walk up to the padlock. I put it in the padlock. I twist it. The portal makes this crazy noise. And I say, that sounds good. So I hop through the portal. And there it was. The source of the noise.
What was it?
The source of the noise was right there.
What was the noise?
What was the noise?
What was the